What's up, driplets? It's your girl M, and I'm back better than ever, as always. I'm starting a new segment for you guys, and the segment's going to be called Recreating Looks while talking about DV. Because as we know, I myself am a DV survivor, and I want to be doing my due diligence if I'm not talking about DV. So let's get to it, because as always, it's going to be fun. The look I'm going to recreate is one of Adriana Bernard's looks. It's her Halloween look with the little drips. And you know, I gotta do it because I'm Drippy M, right? So I have to do my little drips. I'm not going to do red color because I don't really like red like that. I like it, but I don't like it enough to buy red rhinestones. So because of that, we're doing the... Girl, lost my train of thought, y'all. We're gonna do the colors that I have, which is silver and blackish, kind of. So we're gonna do that. Let me start with the base, and then I'll come back and we'll start talking about DV. Okay, so for those of you who didn't know, it is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we are gonna talk about the narcissistic abuse cycle. What is the abuse cycle? The narcissistic abuse cycle is a pattern of behaviors where narcissists continuously harm others around them, usually through manipulation, deception, and control. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna put the chart somewhere in this video, but as you can see from the chart, there are 4 different stages of the abuse cycle, or narcissistic abuse cycle. So in the first stage, we have the idolizing stage. And for me, the idolizing stage was where, well, everything was cool. We were happy. We were great. He was doing everything that I wanted him to do. Setting expectations for both of us, talking about what we need to fix, and making a plan to fix said problem, right? Right. And that would last for about it wouldn't even last a month, you guys. It would last literally 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, I was going through this fucking cycle. But yeah, the idolizing stage lasted for 2 weeks. So after the idolizing stage, we got the devaluing stage. And in the devaluing stage, that's when they start to show their true colors. So they start to get upset with you, gaslight you, do anything and everything to make you seem, or make you feel like you're the problem. When in reality, you're not the problem, because we know you're not the problem, bitch. You didn't start shit. But anyways, yeah, they just start showing their true colors. They're constantly nitpicking you. They're going back on what you guys talked about in your idolizing stage, right? Because in the idolizing stage, you can't do anything wrong. They're literally trying to see what you like, so then they can use it against you. And one thing a narcissist loves to do is use anything and everything you say against you. So it's better to say nothing, but you know, I'm not gonna do that, and I don't expect you to do that. But yeah, so again, that stage would last about another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. And then we get the, discard stage. The discard, don't get me started on that, y'all. But yeah, anyways, every narcissist has different tactics for the discard stage. For me, my abuser or narcissist, I don't think he was a narcissist, he was just an abuser. And most abusers do things that narcissistic people do. So for me personally, he would just stop helping out, doing basic things. I felt like I was by myself most of the time when we were in our discard stage, because again, he stopped helping out. He didn't want to actively be there. So instead of being a partner, I started to feel like I was his mom. And that's when the arguments would start too. And in those arguments, shit, I already messed up, y'all. Anyways, in those arguments, I would be questioning the relationship, seeing like, okay, we would just be arguing because it's like, okay, so you're not doing this anymore. Why aren't you doing this? And he would tell me, and then I was like, okay, so you don't want to be with me, because in his words and how he told me, it sounded like he didn't want to be with me, because he didn't. But when I say that, or said that, he would say, no, that's not what I'm saying, even though he literally just said that. So that is one of my discard stage. Other people, pretty much the discard is when they get a new supply, whether it's a new person, a new hobby, or something. They're not there for you. They're there for themselves, but they're keeping around because they don't want to let you go. They really don't, which is annoying. Like, why can't you let me go? Just let me go. Let me go. Also, in this discard stage, they like to make it seem like they're the victim, when in reality, you are the victim. But yeah, they like to make it seem like they're the victim. So for me, again, and probably for other women, he would do and say certain things to get a reaction out of me, which is in turn what? Reaction abuse. So even though he was the one being abusive, since I reacted so loud, it came off like I was the one who was the problem, or I was the one who was doing something wrong when he started it. But because he was doing it so calm and so subtle, it didn't seem like he was doing anything. But he was. Yeah, they're just really trying to make you lose your credibility. So when it does come time when you break up, because you are going to break up. And if you don't break up, you're just going to be on bad terms. You are on bad terms, but you know, bad terms where it's not too bad. Next is the hoovering stage. Okay, so the hoovering stage, that's the stage where they try to get back in your good grace. This is gonna look fire, babes. Anyways, that's the stage where they try to get back in your good grace. So again, for me, he slowly starts doing the things that we talked about in the beginning of our relationship. He starts helping out again. Not even helping out, well, because we were living together and dating, of course. So yeah, starts helping out again. Starts letting me go out. We're almost done with the look. But yeah, he was taking me out on dates. Taking me out on dates, buying me gifts, just doing the basics, you know, making me forget that he discarded me, because this man really did discard me, girl, especially when we were in our final breakup stage, because he knew he lost me. But he tried to make it seem like he didn't. So yeah. And the one thing, you're always gonna go through this, what's the word? You're always gonna go through the cycle. Constantly gonna be going through the cycle. Because for me, it was like every 2 weeks, something was wrong. Every 2 weeks, something was wrong. And I would try and be positive. Try to figure out what I did. Try to make him happy. But in reality, he just didn't want to be happy. Or at least he didn't want me to be happy. Him, yeah. He wanted to always be happy. But when it came to me and my feelings, no ma'am. He did not want to do that. Not at all. Okay, you guys, here's the final look. Do I look good? I look good. Do I like these lashes? Give or take. I'm just missing my little tooth. Boop! I just threw on the hairstyle, you know, to see what it would look like. But yeah, anyways. That is the narcissistic abuse cycle. You're gonna constantly going through this cycle throughout your whole relationship. Some stages are gonna be long, short. It just depends on how that person's feeling at the time. The best advice I can give people who are going through their healing journey, are still stuck in that situation, is once you give an action or person a name, it loses its power. So in this situation, once you start calling your abuser an abuser, they start to lose power over time because you're connecting the dots. Once your dots are connected, they can no longer hold you. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. If you are still stuck in a domestic violence situation, please, please, please use your resources. Build your support system. And with that, you guys, until next time.